here. We're going to look at a 45, 45, 90 triangle. All right, the way I'm going to start this is with the idea that here's a 45-degree angle. And the way I'm going to start this is just by assigning that these two legs have length 1. And then if I want to find the other one, the hypotenuse, I have 1 squared plus 1 squared equals c squared by the Pythagorean theorem. So that gives it 2 equals c squared. So c will equal the square root of 2. We won't do plus or minus because we're talking about length. So let's just write the square root of 2 there. And so from here, we can find sine 45 degrees, cosine 45 degrees, and tangent 45 degrees, and tangent 45 degrees. And we can use, our definition of sine is opposite over hypotenuse. So that gives 1 over square root of 2. It's traditional to, well, some people don't follow that tradition anymore, but to rationalize the denominator, right? We're at 2 over 2. And then adjacent over hypotenuse is what we have for a cosine, and that's also 1 over 2. And then tangent is opposite over adjacent, which is 1 over 1, which is 1. Okay, so in other videos I've been drawing I drew also a triangle here, but I labeled it differently. I started off with the hypotenuse as 1, and that led us to these lengths here. So what's going on? What's going on is there's a 45-degree angle there, and so we have 45, 45, 90. What's going on is that if you take all these sides and multiply them by the square root of 2, multiply 1 by the square root of 2, square root of 2, multiply each of these guys by the square root of 2, we get this one here. Okay, so I am sort of like, I go back and forth between these. This one has fractions, involved in it. And so, for example, if I'm using this triangle and I'm trying to find tangent, it's a little bit of a problem because I know it's not that big of a problem, but it could be, just a little bit, one more level of making it a little bit confusing. When I'm trying to find tangent, I do opposite over adjacent, and I have to divide 2 fractions. On the other hand, I don't have that problem with the one above. On the other hand, when the hypotenuse is just 1, it's easy to find sine because it's opposite over hypotenuse, so it's just this rad 2 over 2 over 1. So that makes finding sine and cosine also a little easier when I use this triangle.